As the title suggests, you're here with me, the Blood Shinobi, and I'm doing part 1 to What If Naruto Joined the Akatsuki. So Iruka Sensei, well, the sensei of the academy, has just got the class 3 do the clone technique slash jutsu, and also, transformation technique, because Naruto, being Naruto, has messed up and graffitied on the Hokage's faces. The whole class groaned since they just did this, except Sasuke, Choji, Shikamaru, and Hinata. Thanks, Naruto. Now I can perfect this jutsu, laughed Choji. What a drag, but that means no test, stated Shikamaru. Naruto went up first, and everyone in the class was wondering if Naruto would actually do this jutsu right, and technique right, and properly. See my sexy jutsu, just for our lonely sensei Iruka. Naruto, do the that's what Naruto said. Naruto, do the jutsu right, or you will repeat and fail being a part of the academy again for the 4th time. The whole stated Iruka. The whole class laughed except Choji, Hinata, Shikamaru, and Sasuke. I'll do it right if you let me wear your headband, sensei, stated Naruto. Naruto, how many Jonin have to say you get a headband when you become a Genin? Naruto pulls out a smoke bomb. Iruka said that about becoming a Genin. Naruto pulls out a smoke bomb from his pocket and runs out the academy. All of his years of training in taijutsu, speed and strength will hopefully pay off. Naruto has a flashback to this morning when he was sitting about to walk out his room when Mizuki tells Naruto that tomorrow, if he does not become a Genin, he should steal the sacred scroll of sealing, or the sacred scroll. Naruto in the village and learn a ninjutsu. When he returns back to the village, he will become a Genin. Naruto makes his way to the Hokage's office when he goes to open the door, but has to go up the stairs because Hiruzen and 3 other elders who Naruto presumes is the village elders, and the man with a bandage around his arm might be Danzo. Danzo, why should we not tell Naruto his dad is the 4th Hokage, Minato Namikaze, and his mother is Kushina, the old Nine-Tails fox? Said Hiruzen, because he might feel privileged and wants to become a shinobi. We have to keep him within these gates, stated Danzo. Naruto waits until the conversation is no longer heard and sneaks into the Hokage's office. And Naruto sneaks and takes the sacred scroll. When Naruto gets to the spot in the field where Mizuki said, and he starts to go through the scroll. So when Naruto goes through scroll ceiling, let's talk. So since everyone in the village despises Naruto, he started the train after the whole Danzo telling the village he's the 9 intelligent Cherokee at the age of 4, and they all feel bad, angry because he killed the 4th Kage. So, he confronted Kuriyama, and Kuriyama stated it all to be true, and he said he can help him train and become stronger than all the village elders and to take him out. So, Kuruma first helped him learn chakra control, taught him ways to do it. And 3 ways he found it was by doing the tree climbing, water walking, and he also moved chakra throughout his body as if it was natural. He also learned he had the wind and fire chakra natures because he stole about 30 litmus papers. Over the years, Naruto learns a range of ninjutsus, 15 released and 11 also fire releases. Wind clone, dust release, armor of wind, propelling wind, bursting air pockets, rotating shuriken, wind dragon, wind explosion, wind torpedo, gale palm, wind clone, explosion, tornado barrage, beast web, gale palm, wind needles, exploding clone, and he'll only really use rotating shuriken, wind clone, armor of wind dragon, rotating thing, shuriken, wind explosion, maybe gale palm. And since he has fire chakra nature as his second, he learns 11 being amber clone, flame spread technique, fire dragon technique, powerful fireball technique, blazing column technique, burning clone, fire dragon blast, blazing clone technique, incendiary technique, aerial explosion technique, and hydra technique. Out of the he only used the clone techniques, maybe fire dragon, powerful fire dragon technique, and fire dragon blaze. He did this because, the Akatsuki are all less ranked shinobi slash criminals. I don't really know what's in the scroll, so I put Flying Raijin slash the Flying Thunder God. Yeah, so as it said, Flying Raijin slash or the Flying Thunder God, Edo Tensen would release technique Shadow Clone and Multi Shadow Clone, Yin and Yang released singing techniques, like the Uzumaki techniques, Shadow Love release, Boy release, some techniques requiring Kunai and Shuriken, plus some sword techniques, which, who knows, maybe he might use. Within the first 5 hours, Naruto mastered the Shadow Clone and Multi-Shadow Clone. After a couple of more hours, the sun come up, and Naruto summons the Shadow Clone. Clone, go to the academy and use the clone technique to get me a headband and bring it to me as soon as you get it, said Naruto. We jump into the perspective of Veruca. He calls out all of his students in his class to, do the test. Naruto goes first because he wants to do it. Veruca, I'm sorry for what I did yesterday, and I would like to go first to show the whole class I have matured, said Naruto. The whole class shouts, yes, another 60 kun jutsu, Naruto gets the save back. But, Naruto surprises them all by, summoning 5 clones. Everyone in the class gasps, even the Hokage who's walking past. Naruto, why have you been holding back? Asked Veruca. Because this is what everyone in the village expects of me. So I did what was expected since, I'm the monster and the devil of the village, being the Nine-Tailed Shinshiriki. Yes, I know I am. I've heard everyone say it, but no one has said it to me directly, said Naruto. Veruca gives Naruto a headband. Naruto thanks him and runs out of the room, and as Veruca watches him disappear, he sees him go past the Hokage's office. About 8 hours later, when Veruca and all the Jonin are sleeping, Hiruzen summons him, and Mizuki, knocks on Veruca's door like he normally would. They all head there, and after 10 minutes, all Jonin are there. So all of you shinobi are here for a good reason. I want you all to hunt down Naruto. If you see him and he has the sacred scroll, kill him on sight. But if he doesn't, don't, said Hiruzen. I saw him run from the Hokage's building after becoming a genin, so he stole the scroll, said Mizuki. Thank you, Mizuki, for informing us that Naruto is a must-kill target, said Hiruzen. A bunch of shinobi that were standing behind Veruca said, finally, we get to get rid of this evil and darkness in our village. It will be once a very, very happy village indeed, said a lot of different shinobi, as if they've been preparing this speech. Yes. Yes, Lord, everyone says. And because Hiruzen has said go after him now, and they all go in different directions. Lord Third, yes, said Veruca. Yes, Veruca, said Hiruzen. I think Mizuki is the one who told Naruto about the scroll, as in using this as a way to kill Naruto, said Veruca. Well, follow Mizuki and find out why Naruto had the scroll, said Hiruzen. We go back to Naruto, who's standing there since he just got the Shuriken technique done. Naruto, you got my scroll, said an unknown voice. Yes, Mizuki, said Naruto. Give it to me, said Mizuki. No, I'm a genin now. I think it is time I leave somewhere where I'm wanted and not feared for being the Jinchuriki, said Naruto. You think anywhere else will want you? No, I need that scroll for my new sensei, the original fourth Hokage, Orochimaru, says Mizuki. Fine, you can have it if you can beat me, Mizuki, said Naruto. Easy, you barely made genin. I really was, said Mizuki. Wow, you think that? Didn't you see the 5 clones I made? I was just putting on a show for everyone to have fun for me and you, said Naruto. Mizuki goes to push Naruto against the closest tree, but Naruto caught on fire, and 10,000 clones jump on Mizuki and all either start burning or cutting Mizuki. The real Naruto appears around Naruto. He's been standing there this whole time. Naruto, Eureka, come to my departure? Yeah, I have that brilliant teacher over there, Mizuki, for my new brilliant scroll on my back. Tell a third, I say this is my scroll, and I declare myself a rogue nin, or a rogue shinobi. Just no one in this village wanted me anyways, so yeah, bye. You were nice and honorable sensei, but I hope someday I can pay you back and not be as mean. I know I was a horrible student, but you have my gratitude, said Naruto. Naruto karate, and as he says this, a tear wells up in Eureka's eye, knowing that he might be killed. Naruto karate chops Eureka in the back of the neck. Eureka falls from the tree he was, which was high up, and lands on the floor. Naruto lands next to Mizuki. Thank you, Mizuki, for the scroll. I will take that giant shuriken on your back. Naruto, standing next to Mizuki, grabs a kunai and the shuriken and holds them both at the same time and cuts out his headband. Naruto, standing next when Naruto screams, "Shadow Clone!" And while he does the hand signs, and a shadow clone appears. And a wind clone, because he didn't realize one was still around. The wind clone grabs Naruto tells the wind clone to hold his head, or the shadow clone takes all of Mizuki's weapons. Naruto grabs shuriken, chucks it in between Mizuki's eyes, and slices Mizuki's throat with a kunai, and blood goes everywhere. Eureka is in and out after he had hit the ground hard and his karate chop, and sees that, Naruto has killed Mizuki in cold blood, which, yeah. The next morning, Eureka opens his eyes to the landscape, torched and Mizuki dead. With blood everywhere, most of him being burnt slightly, and some places, like, his leg and stomach being really burnt, and his throat slit and a shuriken in between his eyes, and also one in his throat with a note on it. Kashi appears, pulls the note, reads it, saying to Eureka that it says, "Thank you, Eureka, and her reason for being there for me, even though it was slow." So it says, "From your dearest student, Naruto." Kakashi helps Eureka up, and they both head back to Hiruzen's office. Eureka. When they get there, Hiruzen asks what happened. "It was Naruto. He showed the strength and ruthlessness of a high chonin or jonin. Not," said Eureka, "not about Naruto. I want the scroll in our hands again," said Hiruzen. About that, Naruto, has claimed himself a rogue nin / rogue shinobi and claimed the scroll as his, said Eureka. "What?" shouted Hiruzen. A jonin walked in, followed by Naruto. Naruto passes a note to Hiruzen and says, "Tell everyone what it says out loud." "So," says Naruto. "Okay, I will. Dear Hiruzen and everyone in this room, it is me, Naruto." "Release?" said Hiruzen. "Hiruzen, you said release? Shadow Clone Jutsu!" A lot of clones started appearing and running out of the rooms. After Naruto he said Shadow Clone. "Continue, Hiruzen," said Naruto. "Okay. So I said release because I was bored and falling asleep. I, Naruto Uzumaki / Namikaze, yes, I know who my parents are. I'm now a rogue ninja and have this scroll, your old sacred scroll, now this sacred end scroll of Naruto. It didn't have to be this way. If I was treated right, had a family, knew everything I needed to, knew who my parents were, and also if a jonin was nice enough to let the fabulous warrior I am wear the headband of the hidden leaf. But now I'm going to become an S-ranked criminal, or ninja, because that's what I really am. And for all the leaf shinobi are free targets, and I will come for the elders. You definitely dance on all of the hidden leaf in due time." "Does this statement make me an S-ranked criminal? If so, tell me," the note said to Naruto. By Naruto. "Yes, it does, Naruto. It makes you an S-ranked criminal. If you, do it," said Hiruzen. It does continue, doesn't it? So continue, said Naruto. It was all fun, but all I need was my headband. Thank me when you die for the leaf's in the leafs and for the leaf's destruction. Say hi to Mizuki for me and tell him that he shouldn't have underestimated me. The notes finished off. Naruto starts waving hand signs and the scroll appears, and the Hokage's building starts to collapse. Naruto gives Hiruzen the scroll and screams Shadow Clone. 20 clones appear and they all throw shurikens. Naruto yells release, and Naruto goes up in flames. We go back to the real Naruto, another clone. He puts it, dawns on his head, and seals away the giant shuriken and the scroll of sealing, and starts walking towards the hidden leaf. And once he gets it, he sees the whole Kage's building in ruins. Hopefully he is now an S-rank criminal and he won't be tested again. Naruto starts walking away from the hidden leaf. This is where... And now we go back to Hiruzen's perspective after the day events have happened. He starts going on and on about all the shinobi that have died, and the one that sparks you guys and, the teams and everyone out there is Iruka Sensei. He says he died a brutal death after just surviving an attack from a rogue S-ranked criminal, and now he had died by this criminal attacking the Hokage's office with a shuriken to the eye being burnt, and also another shuriken in his heart, where it would be at least. And now we go on to all the, he says, but now we've got to do with all the Genin. Teams are, as they would be in original canon, and Sasuke, Sakura with Kakashi, and you know how they had those little fake people, the people that weren't important, but they're the one that pushed Naruto and Sasuke together to kiss in the original. Yeah, he's on their team. Who says for long though? Yep, and the rest of the teams are the same. I'm going to start off with the bell test. It goes actually kind of the same. But Kakashi says, if you're going to beat me, you should, thinking about his friend who had just died, not realizing how awestruck he was. Kakashi isn't paying attention, and without noticing, they get the bells, and he says, re-go. And they realize that he had failed, and Sasuke says, maybe I shouldn't do this alone. He points to Sakura and the father. I'm just going to call him Roger for now. Roger, Sakura go and attack Kakashi, while, Sasuke takes the bells and gives them both. And Kakashi says, well done, you have passed. You're the first team to actually pass the test. So that's where I'm ending this one, and part 2 will come out. So if you think I should give Naruto maybe love interest, a ship or whatever in the thing, just say. But if not, that will come in about part 5 if no one says anything about a ship. Hopefully people do watch this, but I don't know, and I don't care. I'm just going to keep posting till one day people actually start thinking, and then by then I'll be a lot better at storytelling and have better what is, and maybe redo some of my past things like this one. Okay, so bye. Peace.